Exhaust leak just got so much worse. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like there's water. It's an interesting noise. What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm redoing my O2 sensors for the SC. I had other videos that I started this video with, but then like something happened and then I had to restart the video. I didn't record an intro, so this is it. This is the new intro. Yeah, let's get down to it. All right, fellers. I've started removing my old O2 sensor that Andrew spliced in for me, and I need to put a new one in because I'm pretty sure that one is damaged. So I want to put a new one in because my gas mileage has been sucking ass recently. I removed this. So what Andrew did, because both of those are bung style connectors and one of my old ones was a flange style. So instead of buying a new one, what he did was he spliced both connectors into the same O2 sensor. So basically I want to remove this sort of layering he did. I don't have the same kind of tape. It kind of looks like gauze. I have electrical tape and that should be good. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut that open, see what he did, try and revert it, and then do it again. So this is why you don't do work on one car when the other car is down. This is a one wire connector. These are both single wires. Let me show you the part that I got. Those of you more educated viewers will astutely notice that there are 4 wires in here. Not 1, 4. You will also notice that the plug is different. So, I mean, I could just redo what Andrew did because this would not fit. Oh boy, why does it say that this fits when it doesn't fit? All right, so this isn't happening. I'm gonna have to return this, which is good because it was like $100. Advance, not AutoZone, Advance has a Bosch 12014 O2 sensor. That's a part number, which is a one wire screw-in O2 sensor. There's something in my eye. That I can most likely use on this car because I guess they're kind of universal. So I don't know, it was just like super confusing. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna get something that doesn't work, but these are old cars. They're simple pieces of machinery. Like everything kind of works. So I'm gonna go buy that one thing and splice it in and hopefully get my miles per gallon back. Also because of check engine lights sprouted up today. So let's get rid of that. While I'm here, I'm also gonna see if I tighten these screws. Is this still like dumb hot? No, wow, that cools down fast. I'm gonna see if I can tighten these screws because I have an exhaust leak from around here somewhere. So before I pull it out, let me see if I can just press it in a little more. So this first one is super loose. Like I just like this is pretty loose. All right, hopefully this is gonna be my exhaust leak. Literally all of them were loose. Well, that didn't take too long. I put it back together again. Sans O2 sensors. Let's see. It's probably gonna, hopefully she runs just the same, because then that means that the O2 sensor is in fact bad. If she runs better or worse, then maybe this is all a moot point. Imagine the check engine light went away. Yep, runs exactly the same. I kind of love working on this car. Well, not kind of. I love working on this car. Every time, it's so fun. It's such a good car, man. Honestly, this thing's such a tank. Such a tank. Yo, it actually feels so much better. That's crazy. That was such a huge exhaust leak. Can I do this with one hand? Oh my God, that feels so much better. That's crazy. Jeez, wow, I was losing so much pressure. Exhaust leak just got so much worse. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like there's water. It sounds like it's a V8. So I'm guessing the not even hand tight O2 sensor that I put in is backed off. Gang, so this is it. This is the O2 sensor I got. Looks pretty much exactly the same. The only problem is, I mean, it's not really a problem for me in this case, but it does have a different connector. But I'm just gonna cut the wire anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me. And I guess we'll be fine because according to that symbol, my current one is also a Bosch connector. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take this wire, right, which goes to that connector. We're gonna take this wire, which goes to this connector, we're gonna take this wire, which goes to the O2 sensor, we're gonna splice them all together. All right, so not my proudest moment, but I believe this will work. Sadly, one of those connectors was a little challenging to unravel just because my tool isn't too good. So it looks a little spooked, but we're good. I think we'll be okay. So I'm not sure how much of this is common knowledge or not, but you have to be super crazy careful with this tip of your O2 sensor because it is ceramic and absolutely any damage to it can ruin your O2 sensor, which is I think what happened to mine. So be careful. All right, let's get her in there. Good thing I put the glove on the hand that's not touching the headers that are probably crazy hot right now. So now spin it another, I guess, 3/4 of a turn and we'll be good. Not the prettiest job in the world, but it'll get it done. I'm gonna zip tie this connector over here and then see if I can put these wires somewhere out of the heat because I don't have that heat resistant shield wrapping anymore, although I think it'll be fine. Cool, so they're pretty much as out of the way as I can get them. So next on the list is definitely gonna be to do these areas. But for now, we're all set. Let's put it back together. Nice. Let's go start her up. Now, I don't imagine that the check engine light is going to be gone because I feel like life just isn't that easy, but... It's an interesting noise. Okay, I feel like the nut that's on where the other O2 sensor goes is backing out. That's the noise we hear. It's not a good noise. Oof, still running pretty rich. It absolutely was, and it was a pain to get to. Let's see if this works again. I mean, I guess there's no way of knowing, but it seems good. Now I guess I just gotta run it and track my mileage, see if anything changed. Not me burning my hands on my headers for the second freaking time, dude. Oh my God, that hurts so much. First time was here. Now I have it inside my fingers as well. Jeez, that. Oh my God, man. First time I burned myself on my headers was here. Was that red mark? That's that. Now I did it in there and in here, so 2 fingers this time. I was really smart trying to feel an exhaust leak on the headers with my hand. I deserve it, honestly. I absolutely deserve it. You son of a bitch. Oh, that burns so much. Can't see it, but it burns. I mean, to be fair, there's an exhaust leak in the headers, where the header meets the mid-pipe and in the mid-pipe, so there's a bunch of leaks. I'm gonna go fill up and quickly organize my tools so we can track to see if this O2 sensor worked. It's still cold, but at least it's beautiful out-ish. TI. So I reset the battery. Let's see what happens. Nice! Now let's hope that it stays that way. So if this doesn't work and my mileage is still terrible, I'm gonna end up trying to buy another O2 sensor and using it without splicing it, because I think it might also be because I'm using one O2 sensor for 2 like signals. Maybe, I don't know. Andrew has a 2J in his Z, so he's dealt with these engines and he was, it was his idea and he said that it would be fine, so. I don't know, but also I'm not sure miles per gallon was even in his radar in his car, so we'll see what happens. Regardless, I think we're gonna be okay. Man, I was missing out on a lot of throttle response, I can't lie.